So I wanted to come on and share just really quickly what my plans are to actually go from zero or in the red to seven figures. And I know the vision that the Lord has given me for the business that I'm currently in, and it's vastly different from what it looks like right now. I love where we are, and I love how we are starting things out and really building things and really building them on the solid foundation and following his lead. But I know what he has shown me and what he has promised me, so I know there's a lot more to come. So I'm just really looking forward to watching that all develop. But I wanted to share, like I said, what my plan is to go from 0 to 7 figures. And so the first thing that I know that the Lord has given for me to do is that he has told me to show up on YouTube. When I first started, when he first gave me the idea for the club, for my membership community, he had told me at that time to be on Instagram. But as the season shift and things change, he has told me for this season to be on YouTube. And so that is what I'm doing, is working on being consistent so that I can show up more on YouTube and be obedient to what he's telling me to do. If he's calling you to be somewhere, that is because he has the ears for your voice on that platform. And so regardless of where other people think I need to be, regardless of where other people are telling you to be, if you know the Lord is calling you to a specific space, that is where he's calling you, because the person that he wants you to connect with is there. And so for me right now in this season, that is over on YouTube. And so I'm going to be doing my videos on YouTube, and then just as I feel led, I will post over on Instagram. The other thing I really felt led to do was to really work on something that is going to kind of bring people into the membership community on the back end. So there were two things that he told me originally when I asked him, okay, Lord, how is this going to happen? He said YouTube, and then he told me this particular funnel program. And so I'm working with a coach and a friend on a new funnel program that she has developed. And so we are getting that set up on the back end. And so that is something that will run basically with ads. And so it will help people get to know me in a way where maybe they aren't, live working with me, but they'll get to know me in a way and in the message and the mission that the Lord has put on my heart, that it will still speak to them, and then they can come into the membership community. And so I am really big on utilizing the tools that the Lord has for us to be able to reach others. And so I believe for me in this season, that is one of them. And again, it doesn't mean that it's for everybody, but I know this is for me. And I really want to say this too, like the very first thing that I'm going to do to get from 0 to 7 figures is make sure that I am obedient to the instructions that the Lord has given me. And I should have said that first, but I'm gonna say it now. And I'm saying this because I want you to understand that people will try to be in your ear and will try to give you suggestions on what they feel would work for you, or what it is that maybe has worked for them. And so you may be tempted to sway to do those things. And the thing is, it doesn't mean that we don't heed to wisdom, because there is some wisdom that needs to be applied with the instructions that the Lord has given you. It doesn't mean that he won't put people in your path that you should listen to and follow, because there is wisdom in listening to experts. But you have to make sure that it's a person that the Lord has for you to follow, for you to listen to, and even as you're listening to them, that the instruction that they give you is actually in alignment with the instruction he's giving you. Because even in their expertise, that they can still give you ideas and plans that aren't in alignment with what the Lord has for you. So really take some time to seek the Lord as you are continuing to unfold and walk things out in your business journey. So first and foremost, like I said, obviously is going to be listening to Him and allowing Him to lead. But for me, the first two things that He told me was YouTube and then this funnel program. And so those two are the first two things that I'm working on. The other thing that I really felt that He was impressing upon me to do really since the beginning of this year was to start doing a live monthly workshop. And so it was something I kind of hesitated on for a while because I really didn't want, I'm just being honest, I didn't want to have to keep showing up live every month. But every time I do it, it's such a beautiful experience. It's a wonderful experience for the ladies. And also I get filled and I get joy in doing it. And so I am no longer being disobedient in that way, and also realizing how much it actually does fill me up as well. And so I am doing a live monthly workshop as well. So those are the main three things that I will be doing pretty consistently to grow the business from 0 to 7 figures. And when we're looking at those three things, it's like, well, how can it possibly go from where it is to 7 figures with just that? All I can say is I trust God, and I'm just going to be obedient to what He says. And also knowing that He doesn't always reveal everything to us right away. He reveals it in steps at times. And so these are the steps that I know that He's calling me to take right now. And so I'm going to take those steps. And as I take those steps, as I'm being obedient and in alignment with Him, I know He will reveal what's next, or He will put me in position for what's next as I'm being obedient to those three things. And so just some other things that I know are coming up besides that is that I do plan on rolling out a coaching certification at the end of the year. And so that will help to bring in some revenue as well. But it's not one of those things like YouTube, the funnel, the monthly workshop. Those are things that will be consistently bringing money in. The coaching certification is something that will just kind of bring money in all at once whenever I have the certification. And so most likely that will only be about once or twice a year. So I do plan on doing that as well. I also know that there are more books to come, and so that will lead to more exposure. It will help people to get to know me and what I do, and so that can lead women into the community, as well as having other speaking engagements that come up. That is going to help as well. And the last couple of things that I know are to come is that we are going to have an in-person conference. I typically hold a summit online. I've done that for the last 2 years and am going to be doing it again this year. But for the years to come, I do plan to have an in-person conference, and I know that we are going to be having a retreat next year as well. And so I know those are things that can bring in money, but when we are looking at consistently, because we don't want to just hit 7 figures and then we never make it again. So to consistently have the money coming in, the original 3 things, the YouTube, the funnel, and the workshops, that is what it's going to be for now. And then any other money that comes from the retreats or the conference, the books, the speaking engagements, and the certification, that's just going to be additional money that is going to come in. And so I am looking forward to whatever it is that the Lord's going to do as this kind of journey and this path unfolds, because I know He's directing my steps, and He's the one that is going to lead me all the way from 0 to 7 figures. All right, so I hope that maybe encouraged you and maybe gave you some ideas, and maybe it resonated with your spirit with something that the Lord wants you to do in your business journey. If so, drop it below and let me know. I would love to hear it and love to cheer you on. All right, have a blessed day.